Says, what famous or important people have you encountered in real life? Well, everyone is important in their family's eyes, so many. But if you're talking about TV people or people in leadership, I have met and spoke to a few. When we visited California, we met a young lady who was a star on a sitcom show. Kim Fields played on Facts of Life. We were behind her in line for an amusement ride. I have met several governors from Illinois during my CVB days, since we had a conference every year. I met Governor Jim Edgar,
thanks, honey,
who I really admired. He was a great friend to tourism and did a great job getting Illinois out of financial trouble. But that did not last.
Who is that book?
Guess who this book was written by?
Who?
Who does it look like it was written by?
Grandma E.
Grandma E wrote this book. It asks a bunch of questions about Grandma E and her life, and she answers them and puts pictures in. Look at these pictures. Who's that? Who's that? Yeah, that's Berend Lyndle.
Who is that?
That's Grandma E.
We have a sponsor for today's video, Storyworth. If you're new around here, Storyworth is one of my absolute favorite gifts I have ever given my mother. What it is basically is an online service that you subscribe to, and it sends your mother or a motherly figure in your life a question. They email them each week, and it's a question of your choosing, or they'll pick a question for you. They send it every week for a whole year, and then at the end, they make a beautiful book. And you get to pick the color and the picture of the cover, and you get to name it. And it's a really great keepsake that you're gonna have for years and years to come. And for me, I also got a copy for my brother so that we'll both have one. And we really enjoy reading these stories to our kids. You know, my parents were team truck drivers, and so we just didn't get to see them very much. Our kids don't really know that much about my parents. Well, with this book, we're learning more about her every day. So like, one of the questions that's like super relative right now to our family is, how did your parents pick your name? And for her, she said it was easy for her parents. If they were gonna have a boy, it was gonna be Jackie Roger, or if they had a girl, it was gonna be Melinda, Belinda, or Linda Sue. And I think we've decided, don't tell Rachel that I told you, but I think one of our girls' middle name is gonna be Sue. And that's named after my mom and Rachel's grandma, and we have a couple other Sues in the family as well. And then another question that I learned something new, but I also, like, it reiterated something that I already knew. Like, Rachel and I joke all the time that my mom is a really big rule follower. And so the question was, what advice do you wish you had taken from your parents? And she said, well, like, our house was really strict. It was, you know, we lived under your roof, so it's your way or the highway. However, my mom bought, so listen to this, my mom, she bought a Dodge Charger with a Holley 4-barrel carburetor with wide racing tires. And she said her dad did not approve, but she ended up selling it for $300 more than she paid for it, so she thought it was a good decision in the end. So again, after your mom or your motherly figure answers all her questions, it's gonna be put in a beautiful book that's gonna have like the picture, like tons of pictures that you choose, and you can do it in color or black and white, and something that you're gonna have forever. So give all the moms in your life a meaningful gift that you'll both cherish for years. Right now, for a limited time, you're gonna get $10 off your first purchase. Go to storyworth.com/Brad and Rach, and you're gonna get $10 off your purchase. That's STORYWORTH.com/Brad and Rach, and you're gonna get $10 off your first purchase. Huge thank you to Storyworth for sponsoring today's video, and enjoy the rest of the vlog.
These contraction monitoring apps are, I think, both a blessing and a curse. So I started having contractions at like I noticed it on my way home from work, so 5-ish. Pretty not painful, like Braxton Hicks type contractions. Very random, not like rhythmic, until basically after we put the kids down for bed, I can hear Rio's
boyfriend.
quarter.
Rio, your boyfriend's here.
Time for dinner.
I hope we don't get a copyright strike.
So I didn't realize that until a couple of appointments ago I mentioned having contractions, but that they were just Braxton Hicks. Like, they're not painful, not worried about it. And my OB was like, yeah, even Braxton Hicks, if you're having more than 6 an hour, can dilate you. Can I say cervix on YouTube?
Yeah.
Can dilate your cervix.
I wouldn't be able to say cervix.
I was just kind of being facetious.
Oh.
So I've been monitoring, and the problem is I'm really horrible at remembering to start and stop my app when I'm having a contraction. But I would guess that they're about every 5 minutes, and they last like 45 seconds.
Are they painful?
Not at all.
So they're Braxton Hicks?
Correct.
Okay.
But I guess the definition of Braxton Hicks is that they don't dilate you.
Oh, okay.
It's like part of the definition is like a practice contraction that your uterus makes that does not dilate your cervix. They're just your body prepping for labor.
Is this something I need to check?
Oh my Lord.
I'm a doctor.
Hey, Dr. Brad.
Yes.
Let's see how many centimeters I am.
I dilate patients all day. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, so for the last 45 minutes, it's been really regular. And my app has even been like, you need to go to the hospital. Like when I stopped the contraction. See, I forgot again. I just forgot and then just now stopped it way past when the contraction was over. This is the first time I was like, I might be going to the hospital tonight.
Yeah, we need a plan.
We do need a plan. Do you want to be in this?
Well, I don't have a shirt on.
I know. I forgot if I was 33 or 34 weeks. One thing I would, not that it makes any difference on whether or not my body's deciding to go into labor, but I didn't know if I was 33 or 34 weeks. And I want to know, like, at what point will they not try to stop labor? And I think it's 34 weeks. Like, if I go into labor at 34 weeks, we're having babies. That's Thursday.
How much do they already weigh?
5 pounds each.
That's pretty big for
Yeah.
twins.
Right, like I'm measuring 41 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
So, anyway, I think they've started, I was doing all of the things that you're supposed to do. Brad helped me research. It's like if you're...
Lay on your left side, slightly tilted up.
Mm-hmm.
Drink lots of water.
Several glasses. I'm gonna be peeing all night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else?
Well, like what they tell you, like if...
Bed rest, but not on your back.
Correct. I wouldn't be able to anyway.
Right.
What they would tell me if I called the hospital, and I already know this because
we've been here
not
before.
my first rodeo.
We've been here before. Although it seems like these set of doctors are different than what we had out in South Carolina.
It's true. The thing is, my instincts, even though I said like tonight may be the night that I actually need to go to the hospital, only because like I should, but not because my instincts tell me that this is labor. I don't think that this is labor.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had any instinct that this could be it, I would have already gone.
How long is it too late for you to like go to the hospital and then they just can't stop it?
No idea. Good question.
Right. We need to write these down for your nurse.
For my appointment Thursday.
Right.
Yeah. So what they would tell me if I called is that if I've been on my feet, rest. If I've been resting, walk around. Like whatever you're doing when the Braxton Hicks are happening, do the opposite. And then drink a bunch of water. Empty your bladder. I've done all those things.
So if you need to go to the hospital tonight, obviously I'll stay here with the kids and your mom meets you at the hospital? Or your mom comes out here
I would
and
prefer...
I go to the hospital with you?
I guess I would prefer Mom come here, you come to the hospital
Yep.
to meet your children.
Well, you think you're gonna...
While you would wait for my mom to come here, I would probably have you pack some stuff for me.
Yeah, you should probably pack your hospital bag.
I know. I've been saying that for a month.
What are you waiting for? Dilation?
I was also texting Laurie because I wasn't sure if I was 32 or 33 weeks right now. 33 going on 34.
That's very unlikely, like you.
I know it is. Well, that's been my brain today. And she said, like, I'll do anything you need me to do, too.
Oh, perfect.
So she's offered, whether she knows it or not, to come watch the kids. That's what she would need to do. Yeah, I think they're spreading out now. So.
Okay, good.
But this has been the most interesting, most exciting night by way of contractions.
We're getting really close.
We are getting really close. It's like in the 20s.
I mean, I hope that you come sooner rather than later. Yeah, because, I mean, you're miserable. So it's like, let's get these babies here.
Oh, I would rather be miserable and not have premature babies.
Yeah.
I know I'm miserable, and I'll try to be better about not voicing it.
I don't mind. It just makes me motivated to get the babies here.
Well, time will allow that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It just, you know what happens with like the misery is that you enter a new level of misery, and then once you get used to it, you feel kind of comfortable in that misery. And then you enter the next step of misery, and you're like really, it's shocking to you and like really uncomfortable, and then you get used to it. So I'm in a coasting period right now, I think, which is good.
Good.
Anyway,
all right. Well, you should go rest,
I'm gonna eat a snack.
but not on your back.
You don't have to tell me not to lay on my back. I will not do it. It was funny, I ran into a guy I went to high school with today at that Cove place.
Oh, yeah,
I was getting a protein shake, and he just finished school for massage therapy. And so I was telling him how I had a massage therapist that like didn't know how to do pregnancy massages. She didn't know how to like do it with me on my side.
When was this?
Whenever I had that last massage. It was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. She didn't know.
Okay.
And like, she was gonna have me start on my back. And I had to tell her like, I can't lay on my back. And normally they tell you to start on one side and then they switch you to the other side partway through. Because obviously stomach laying is out. But she even asked like partway through, she's like, I guess it probably won't be possible to lay on your stomach either. Like, no.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh,
She
man.
did not, I mean, she obviously did not have training in pregnancy massage at all.
How was the massage?
It was good. I mean, it was still fine. It was just...
So what did this have to do with the guy at the Cove?
He just finished his certification in massage therapy. What was I going to say about it?
Did he get his, like, is there a pregnancy one? Does
I
he
don't
know how
know.
to massage?
He does. That was like... I had mentioned that I had had a few, like, pregnancy massages and how much they help. And he's like, oh yeah, you have to do it all side lying and spend longer on your left side than your right side because the right side it can pinch a blood vessel. I don't know, like even the right side isn't great. He knew all about it.
So you were like one of those people that whenever we meet somebody new and we tell them that we're eye doctors, they have an eye story. So you had your massage story for this guy?
Yeah, that was me. It allowed him to expand on his knowledge of pregnancy massage, and I felt like that was...
Yeah.
It was just, it's funny because he's like this rough around the edges construction dude. I didn't...
Now he has hands of a masseuse.
But he's still kind of working his construction job while he waits for his license. So he had like plaster on him.
Yeah.
And he looked like he had been working at the villa.
Yeah.
He had just done some like sheetrock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he's really, you can tell he's really passionate about massage therapy. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, you better hit that subscribe button because the kids are going to be here soon.
Well, see you later.